You know what, yeah? I was just gonna try and make this video driving, but I thought I'll just pull over quickly because I can't stand the turbulence. I can't stand when I see the video camera shaking and stuff like that when I watch the playback. So I was just in the barber shop getting the hairline marked up, done though, Sunday. I was in the chair and my barber was like, because obviously he knows what kind of videos I make topics about and stuff like that. So he said to me, "Oh look, Jay, outside, that woman, her son was killed by the police." And straight away I said, look, a lot of these guys, right, that get killed by the police, right, they're not innocent people. Yeah, they're not innocent victims. A lot of people who get killed by the police, they're involved in stuff they're not supposed to. Whether that was the reason why they got killed by the police, but because obviously, like, you know, if the police kill you during the burglary, then obviously, you know, but there are some people, they just live that lifestyle and they attract the police, and unfortunately, you know, the police are humans, and sometimes people will take things to the extreme and they kill people unlawfully. But, you know, you put yourself in that position and that's going to happen. So I was there talking and saying, yeah, you know, I know that when I was on road and I was in a gang and I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to, I would get picked up by the police all the time, arrested all the time. I would get in trouble with the police and I'd have beef with people on road. And when I stopped and I changed my life, all of that stopped. Obviously, I still get stopped and searched. I still get stopped now and then when I'm on my motorbike because of just how I ride my bike and my mannerisms and stuff. But other than that, I don't get harassed by the police. I don't get stopped and searched by the police. And you know what he said afterwards? He said, you know, the reason why he got killed by the police is because 2 years ago, that guy tried to break someone out of prison and the police killed him. Now, they didn't just shoot him in his head, I don't think. I didn't ask any details, but they may have handled him in a way where obviously, you know, he died. I don't know, they might have strangled him. I don't know. You never know. If you're trying to break someone out of a prison bus, then maybe he had a gun and maybe they shot him dead. But can you see what I mean? Can you see what I mean? There's people out there, right? They're still talking about people that have been shot dead by the police, and they don't realize that these people are criminals. They walk around with guns and knives, and then they want... Listen, I know people who have lost loved ones because they've been stabbed. But hold on a minute. These loved ones were selling drugs. Yeah? I know someone else. Their baby father was murdered. But the baby father... Alright, he might not have directly been in a gang, but he was gang affiliated. I heard a story how he stabbed someone with a screwdriver and then he was murdered, not straight after, but, you know, he's murdered 3-4 years later, probably not even by the same person, probably by someone else. But that's what I mean. If you live by the sword, you die by the sword. I'm not saying that everyone that is murdered by the police is a criminal. There are some people who are innocent victims, unfortunately. But most of the people who get harassed by the police and end up getting murdered by the police, or they're ill-treated by the police, they're criminals. They put themselves in that position because these people are not getting killed and shot and strangled by the police for going to church on a Sunday. These people are getting killed and shot by the police because they're involved in criminal activity, even if it's not taking place at that time. I know it's true because when I was in a gang, when I was on road, when I was having beef with people, I would get picked up by the police and get arrested by the police. Yeah? And as soon as I stopped that lifestyle, all the stop and searches and all that stopped. Every now and then I might get stopped in my car, yeah? Or, you know, I might get stopped on my bike. And if you're black and you're watching this, and you think, yeah, I get stopped all the time and I'm not, you know, a criminal or nothing. You know, life isn't fair, you know. Life isn't fair. Sometimes there are people going to get a bit oppressed and stuff. Get over it. If I know, yeah, that whenever I go out, I'm going to get stopped by the police, then I'm going to try and just move a bit more ghost, innit? You have to adapt. You can't just sit there and complain all the time about it, want to protest outside police station. You need to start adapting. You know, black people want to moan and say, oh, you know, the police are harder on us and stuff like that when we do crime. That's an incentive to not do crime. Now, this isn't the first time I've said this as well. So, yeah, I just wanted to just pull over and make this video because I don't like the turbulence when I'm driving, yeah? Stay wise.